Well, let's head over to Ondo State now, where the demolition of the Owo Memorial Park, built to honor the victims of the June 5, 2022 terrorist attack at St. Francis Catholic Church, continues to spark outrage. The Catholic Diocese of Ondo condemned the demolition on Thursday, describing it as a violation of common respect to the dignity of life and an affront to the memory of the 41 people killed. The park, established by the late Governor Rotimi Akeredolu's administration, was intended as a neutral space for remembrance and healing. The Ondo State government, through the Olowo of Owo Palace, stated that the demolition was initiated by Oba Akinbade Ogunoye, who claimed it was necessary to restore the dignity of Owo's culture. They asserted that the park's location near the palace constituted a cultural taboo. The demolition has also drawn criticism from Betty Akeredolu, the widow of the late governor, who described it as an act of profound insensitivity and an attempt to erase her husband's legacy. Well, on Thursday, Betty visited her husband's grave, weeping and condemning the demolition. Let's take a look.
The entire nation was shocked. And the least you could do was to erect that monument. Nobody, no corpse was buried in that place. It was symbolic. All these people, they travel abroad. They see what happens in other climes. Why do we do things differently? To score political point? Or to settle score? The urban that doesn't want so-called cemetery, but that's not a cemetery. There's one behind his house. He sleeps with the dead. All the Olowos of Owo, where were they buried? Were they not buried in that place he's living? Look at the hypocrisy. I promise you, so long as I live, they will not succeed. They will not rubbish you. They will not rubbish.
All right, Vimbai, we highlighted Becky Akeredolu's tweet yesterday, and we've seen her now at her husband's grave weeping. The Catholic Diocese in Ondo State had claimed that they had documents, legitimate documents, to show that this property belonged to them, and there was no sort of consultation between the Catholic Church and, of course, the people that demolished the land before they demolished. They reached out to the governor of Ondo State, and they were saying that they hadn't gotten any response after 72 hours. But I just felt like this was so sad to see when I saw that demolition. I mean, the traditional ruler was saying that it's to preserve the culture. And you could hear Betty here saying, what sort of conversation is that? There are people that are buried in his palace and all of that, and it's not a burial ground. And that's what the Catholic Church has established at this point. Go ahead.
It's such a complex issue because you wonder how much of it is political, how much of it is traditional. Because if you look at the governor himself, he was part of government. He was the deputy governor when this memorial was erected. He was part of the process. But of course, it's not lost on us the animosity that developed between then deputy governor Ayedatiwa and his principal, Governor Akeredolu Aketi. So some are asking, is this a continuation of that feud? Now, Betty Akeredolu is no stranger to controversy. She's somebody who speaks her mind, even if it means insulting or abusing or, making people feel put out of place. And so for her to come and be outspoken on this issue is absolutely expected, because based off of what she's saying, for her personal qualm with this issue is that she feels it's an attack on her husband's legacy. Now, the issue here is there are several issues playing out. On one hand, by the way, she's gone to call the Olowo of Owo a baby Oba, because she says that her husband is the one who put him there to begin with. But on the Olowo of Owo's side, he is saying that Olowo Olowo.
We are trying, oh guys, enough.
We will get it. We will get it. Olowo. Is that, and many who, because there was even a protest in support of the fact that they're saying that it's a taboo for there to be some sort of memorial, facing the palace, so to speak. But there was controversy even when it went up. It was always a contentious issue. Now, demolishing it the way Governor Ayedatiwa went about it, was it the correct way, given the fact that it holds so much sentimental appeal to the families and loved ones of those who lost their relatives in that horrendous attack that took place at this church? Possibly, we're always talking about procedure. This could have been done in a more sensitive way. He has now gone to promise to erect a new memorial for them, but the trauma has already been done. And for many people, it's almost like reliving that trauma of when their loved ones went through that horrendous and terrible tragedy. So it's unfortunate when tradition mixes with politics and then starts mixing with just a normal people who were just hoping to have a place where they can use to memorialize their loved ones who were killed in such a terrible way.
I just don't understand the economic impact also. What's the wastage? What was all of that all about? Really, I just really... Tradition. Well, we'll follow up on the story.